YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail coming through with another talk video. This one is basically off of different selling platforms, different selling platforms, different selling avenues, different selling channels, whatever you want to call them. Just like how we got so many different ways to go and buy kicks, man, and even streetwear and stuff like that. You can also just reverse engineer all that and sell your kicks on there or streetwear or whatever. Now, I know J's at this point in time, the prices is like low or whatever and all that stuff. I know everybody loves to hate like a reseller and stuff. And, you know, really, it depends on the degree and what. Now, if you're willing to, I always state my thing, I always know it's going to be resellers a part of this game anyway. Because, you know, it's still nice to get a shoe that's DS. You know what I mean? Even if it haven't dropped in over a year or years or something like that. Now, the resellers that's hilarious is the ones that get the stuff of the day of the release and then they don't hold on to it and they just kind of like do that quick flip. Now, to each his own, you know what I mean? And there's been times that I've been salty about not getting certain kicks or whatever. So, man, I got a few, damn near almost a handful of videos with me taking my little jabs at resellers here and there. But I always say though, man, at the end of the day though, man, it's all just a game. You know what I mean? I gotta respect the game. It's not really, even my last talk, even covering resellers. This video is not about resellers, but I'm just covering this ground just to go even further. Just even my thing was always like my last video, even covering it, basically just hit the nail on the head overall. It's basically all up to these sneaker companies, because if they keep restocking the sneaker, then the value of the sneaker go down. It's just as simple as that. And basically a sneaker reseller, inventory would be basically worthless, because me and you will be able to get the kicks that we wanted, that the resellers had the bots to pick up with or whatever, because it's just like that. Like even with the Air Max 1 OG anniversary joint, they keep restocking them, they keep restocking them. So the value obviously going to continue to go down, so me and you can buy for retail or a little bit less than retail. So, you know, it's all up to them though, man. It's all up to the sneaker companies. I used to be kind of pissed off at the sneaker resellers. Yeah, certain kicks that I really wanted, that happened to be hype, that they picked up on and used the bots to get. Yeah, I feel like that was unfair, and I'm not about to do all this extreme shit just to go up against some 21-year-old or some 16-year-old. At this point in time, as far as like me and my sneaker game and my sneaker life, you know, my time, I don't really got time for that, man. I mean, if I'm not about to like double up to the point where I can resell or something like that myself, ain't even no point in me even putting in that time. Like if it's not for a business money purpose, then it's not, you know. And most of the time, 95% of the time, I'm copping the kicks for me, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't, you know what I mean? So yeah. So anyway, enough of that 3-minute so-and-so rant. I actually, the way I look at it like this, man, certain kicks belong on certain different platforms, like on like a Stockx or maybe even a GOAT. You know, then you can sell more of your heavy shit, like, you know, like more high-end stuff like J's. Obviously brand new for the most part, but I know GOAT actually you can sell them used as well, which is not bad. Because Stockx, you just gotta, because what about people like me that just keep our shoes like very, very, like we actually take care of them or whatever, but we can still flip them if we want it. And you know, you never know if you might need money or whatever, right? I was just using that as an example or whatever. I'm fine financially, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like me just getting some kicks up out of my basement, so I can actually make room for more and actually free myself up money wise, so I won't have to dig in my back pocket to buy them. Why would I dig in my back pocket to buy? That don't make sense. Why would I dig in my back pocket to buy a sneaker that I want when I have a sneaker right here that I'm not even wearing anymore? Or maybe it's a sneaker I doubled up on to see if it go up in value or whatever, just for the hell of it. And you know, I could use that money to buy a kick that I actually want to keep. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm not trying to buy a mansion off of selling a kick. So, but anyway, StockX, GOAT. Long story short, that's where I'd rather put more of the high end shit at. More of a high end like kicks or whatever. Playing around on eBay with all these kids and scammers and stuff like that. I don't put the real shit on there. The better sneakers or whatever, because all that PayPal and and they be trying to, man, I ain't got time for all that shit. But as far as eBay, it's no diss to them because they do have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about eBay, I think about eBay as far as selling kicks rather, or even some kind of higher value stuff like a Supreme or whatever. I would still go to maybe like a Grail, StockX, or but I just wouldn't flip on eBay all like that. Now stuff does sell, and the good thing about eBay is everybody know what eBay is, but you always still got that little loophole for scams and all that stuff and buyer transaction and all that. We in the shitty street, this the streetwear game, as I like to call it. Now most of my transactions, to be fair, on eBay and all that stuff has been positive and stuff like that. But at the same time, I've gone down certain buyers' feedback, and it's like the seller trashing the buyer for scamming them and all that stuff. And and I would check the seller as well to see how their feedback was, and they got nothing but legitimate feedback. But then this little asshole leave you a negative to try to make it look like it was actually a problem when actually it wasn't. And everything was authentic and blah blah blah. Now thank God this never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people. Chime in the comments, tell me what you guys think. Do y'all agree or do y'all not agree? Do you just feel like, hey man, I'm gonna just put all my stuff on eBay and just leave it alone like that? High end stuff as well, but like low tier stuff on eBay, maybe like some Reebok GL Classics or something like that. Stuff that's kicks that's usually less than $100 for the most part. That's how I do it personally. Now, yeah, you can push some pippins on eBay or whatever. I don't think you would too much getting, I don't think too many people would try to play and scam you and do all that wild shit like they would with some J's. But man, yeah. Oh, also too, man, before I head up out of here, I finally, just like how I had my first StockX, I just bought my first StockX Retro Jordan, actually my first kick, actually just from StockX. I actually just sold my first kick as well, and I just wanted to post them on there for the hell of it, man. Now I actually doubled up on this maybe almost a year ago. I got these, and definitely worth it. Got them I got mine in a size 9.5. Got this one in a size 9.5. And today I actually had to print out my paper or whatever for StockX, because I never really did this process before. And I got a shitload of little sneaker UPS boxes like this, because y'all know I practically review a sneaker almost every week. But yeah, so and just blocking out the little order or whatever, they send you a little paper like this or whatever. StockX on Woodward Avenue, Detroit, and all that, and they want you to put that inside the box. So yeah, so these are the kicks that I sold, and just as well, like I said, why I gave my opinion on StockX as far as the whole selling process, the whole buying process and what can happen and all that stuff. Now obviously this shit is authentic. I got this from Nike, but and as far as and let me just shut down the haters too, man, before I go on to, you got a lot of fuckboys that like to try to put shit together when they can't. Now I don't eat selling sneakers, you know what I mean? Again, like I repeated in this fucking early part of the video, because some people hard to hear. If y'all actually heard me, it's no diss to y'all or whatever, but I just like to make myself clear. Because people don't listen. They don't fucking listen. It's a 10-minute video, and I'm telling them, I'm just my first sneaker sale on StockX, right? And I need to free up space in my man cave down here. It makes no sense for me to dig in my back pocket and spend money on kicks when I can just sell these. Now I already have a pair of these, okay? I have a pair of these already that I use. Now these are the brand new ones you're looking at right now. I'm gonna sell these, use the money from this to buy some other kicks that I want, that I really want. That's how it goes. So, you know, it's as simple as that, man. It's all supply and demand. I feel like, you know, it's a sneaker economy. Try it, man. I mean, you know, I don't, again, I ain't saying I'm trying to buy a boat off selling sneakers, but man, come on, man. We get ripped off with them bots. We can't get what we really want to get and stuff like that, man. So, you know, double up on something that was like lightweight, slept on, but sold out. And that's what happened with these sneakers right here. Also, too, you gotta put this on top of the box, so inside the sneaker box, so this can go. Packing them up. Oops. This gonna be like my video proof though. Here we go, right here, putting them up, shipping them off to the Detroit facility. Inside the box right here. And then, you know, I'm gonna just tape it up and then, you know, put my little put my address, you know, put the shipping label on it or whatever, and do it like that. Again, man, you struck out, I struck out. It's about time that we you know, just do your homework a little bit, you know, because you don't want to buy a dud. But I held on to this kick long enough. This has been more than a year. And I'm not making excuses or whatever, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the kick that you want. You know what I mean? So, and that's that. And yeah, man. So basically, that's it. I do got some more kicks coming in though. And as far as like the eBay stuff go, I'm gonna have a few, you know, a little hodgepodge of things all up, all like that. As far as like online identity and all that stuff, I don't too much. You'd be like, you know, what's your store? You know, if my subscriber base ever got to that point where it was like big enough like that, I'll probably just make a separate website versus going through eBay and all that stuff. But at this point right now, you know, I'm just freeing up space, getting a little bit of cash flow in so I can get more kicks. So yeah, I highly suggest that you do the same. Using new money to buy more kicks. It's not always the best idea. If you can just easily sell some kicks that you're not wearing or you don't care for or whatever, or that you even doubled up on, you know, do that. That shit is really what's up. You know, because it's like you just replacing another kick with another one, really, ultimately. And again, I'm not doing this to make a living. And it's no knock to the guys that do it to make a living, but bruh, I'm actually into business, so it's like, yeah, all this kind of like sneaker stuff, it's just for like fun and getting what I want to get. So tell me y'all comments down below, rate, comment, and subscribe. Do y'all put everything on eBay, or do you say F eBay and just do the Stockx route? Do y'all do the GOAT route as far as selling go, or do you go on Grill? Peace.